Answering your question.
Well, I know we're all going to answer the question, but I'll answer it first for you. Same way I turned on all of my 8 wives. Rub it really hard in the back till you hit the right button.
I think that's an excellent answer.
I would say, as a life coach, that I think your real question is about connecting with others by pushing the right buttons, and I think you should explore that, what you really mean by that. It's a really great question that we should all just meditate on.
Okay, we meditated, now Shmata man.
Now, I think the way to do it, well, I have the same problem turning on my computer, and you know, these young guys, I call my grandson, he comes over, he fixes it for me.
She's too young to have a grandson. Can she call your grandson?
She can call my grandson.
There you go. We'll give you the number before.
He can make a couple of shuffles.
See? Connection.
Connection. You have a question, miss? No, you're crying. Okay. No crying. Yes.
Yes, I have a question for Mr. Shmata.
Shmata man? Yes.
Can you give me any tips on how I can find the any key?
The any key, he's talking about, I think he's talking about any key. The next door to the Broadway Theater, there's a locksmith, and he has the any key.
Now, I know you asked Shmata man, but Stacy, do you have your own version of how to find the any key?
I have no clue what that is.
Okay, she has no clue?
None.
How about Jenny?
I think that's a stupid question.
You know, that's
We'll let you in.
Be nice, or I'll get another expert. Do you have another question?
Your question is stupid.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my computer's running out of memory, so what do I need to do to expand it?
Expanding memory. Stacy, take it first.
Once again, we're getting into these computers, and I think it's just an analogy for something way deeper than that. We're all trying to just expand our own memories and our own life journey. And we need to get away from all this electronics and social media.
And come to the right
Me?
Vinny? Look just like Tony.
That's my cousin.
Oh. It was your last month. Okay.
So you're asking about expanding memory. You know, I think my 4th wife said it best right before she left. She said, you know, if you pay attention to something once in a while, it wouldn't work out like this. And she left. I don't remember what she was mad at, but pay more attention, maybe things will work out better for you.
And Shmata man.
Well, at my age, memory's a problem. Memory's a problem, what could you do?
Oh, yeah. Where are we? Okay. Shmata man. I had to throw that in. I think we have time for one more question.
Shmata, how do you get out of a traffic ticket?
How do you get out of a traffic? And we have no cops here, so this is real answers. Shmata man.
Best of all, everyone wants to know why you got a ticket in the first place. But if you got a ticket, maybe you slip him a little something under the side. Maybe Vinny over here would know something about that. And you talk nice to the gentleman, you talk to the officer, and you say, well, officer, you know, I was in a rush. You know, I needed to get home. It was Shabbat. I had to get home before it got dark, and he'll let you go.
And Vinny?
I ain't never gotten out of a ticket, but
I can totally answer this one.
You will.
my 2nd wife
Save best for last.
to suggest unbuttoning your shirt. You might try that.
And the final answer from Stacy?
Okay, seriously, I never thought I would agree with these guys, but I'm going to set my life coaching aside right now and just tell you, just do a little Pilates, look good, being nice, and unbuttoning a couple of buttons does the trick every time.
Well, we've certainly had a lot of fun tonight. I certainly hope you did, yes?
Yeah.
We always appreciate you coming. We really really thank you for the food donations, and those that are less fortunate than us are going to appreciate that as well. We want to make sure that we get to say hello to each and every one of you, and thank you for coming. So after the show, we're going to line up outside the door there, so as you leave, we get to shake your hands, and thank you for coming. I want to thank my lovely bride, Linda, for all that she did for the show. Theater, Tommy is up. Tommy usually stays up there, but we're going to play a game called 185, and Tommy runs the lights every time we work here in the theater, and we're going to invite Tommy down. He's going to join us on stage.
All right!
Let's get the team up here. And we'll get Linda up here. And anybody else who thinks that this is easy and that you should do this, you're welcome to join us now. Maybe Liz wants to come up and do this. It's a pretty easy game to do. This is a game called 185. This is how we finish up our show. And what happens is we are going to ask you for a suggestion. And when we get that suggestion, we're going to say 185 blanks. Go into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve blanks. And the blanks are going to say the line. It is going to be hilarious. It's going to be hysterical. And it's probably going to be the worst pun you've ever heard. But that's okay. You're going to enjoy it anyway. So we have everybody up here. There's Tommy. Give Tommy a round of applause. So again, if we were to say, if I was to ask for a suggestion and you were to say bicycle, we would say 185 bicycles go into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve bicycles here. And the bicycles would say, that's okay, we brought our own seat. And they don't get much better than that. So what I would like is a profession to get us started. Somebody give us a profession. We did garbage man last time, but
A barber.
really garbage man, that's fine. It's better than, better than pancake man.
185 garbage men went to a bar, and the bartender said, sorry, we don't serve garbage men here. And the garbage man said, but we really wanted to get trashed.
185 garbage men go into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve garbage men here. And the garbage man says, this place is a dump anyway. 185 garbage men walk into a bar, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve garbage men here. And the garbage men say, but we all just got canned.
185 garbage men go into a bar. The bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve garbage men here. And the garbage man said, we just wanted to do the can-can.
185 garbage men drive into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve garbage men. Governor says, well, I'll just beep, beep.
So 185 garbage men walk into a bar. Bartender says, sorry, we don't serve garbage men. The guy says, oh, that's a bunch of rubbish.
185 garbage men walked into the bar, and the bartender said, I'm sorry, we don't serve garbage men. And they said, oh, it must be a holiday.
Oh, I can't top that one. 185 garbage men walk into a bar. The bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve garbage men here. And they said, well, we wouldn't drink in this dump anyway.
185 garbage men walk into a bar, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve garbage men here. And the garbage men say, well, that's okay, I've been trying to do a little waste management anyway. How about a suggestion of a farm animal?
Pig.
Pig. Pigs walk into a bar.
185 pigs oinked into a bar. The bartender said, I'm sorry, we don't serve pigs here. And the pig said, well, then we're just going to go wee, wee, wee all the way home.
All right, so 185 pigs walk into a bar, and the bartender goes, I'm sorry, but we don't serve pigs here. And the pigs are like, who told them we're underage? Who squealed?
185 pigs walk into a bar, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve pigs here. And the pig says, but I brought my silk purse.
185 pigs walk into the bar, and the bartender said, I'm sorry, we do not serve pigs here. And they said, but everybody likes bacon.
185 pigs walk into a bar, and the bartender says, sorry, don't serve pigs here. And the pig says, we just want a little snort.
185 pigs walk into a bar, and the bartender says, well, we don't serve pigs here. And the pig said, oh, you just wanted to see us fly out of here.
185 pigs walk into a bar, the bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve pigs here. And the pig says, swine.
185 pigs walk into a bar. Barber says, we don't serve pigs here. What if I wrap myself in a blanket?
185 pigs walk into a bar. The bartender says, oh, we don't serve pigs here. And the pig said, that's too bad, we wanted to ham it up.
185 pigs walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve pigs here. And the pig said, well, we're gonna huff and puff and blow your bar down.
185 pigs walk into a bar, bartender says, sorry, we don't serve pigs. And the pig says, "Dibbly, dibbly, dibbly."
No more pigs. Okay, something you can get at Target or Walmart, about the size of a bread box, between $25 and $50.
That's very descriptive.
DVD player, a bread box.
Bread box or a DVD player?
You're in charge, you're in charge.
DVD player.
How about a bread box DVD player? 185 bread boxes. Walk into a bar. Wait, I'm still working on it. The bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve bread boxes here. And the bread boxes say, well, you're just so snooty because you're bigger than we are.
So 185 DVD players. Bartender says, sorry, we don't serve DVD players. The DVD player says, that really pushes my button.
185 DVD bread boxes go into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve DVD bread boxes. And the DVD bread boxes said, oh, we're just going to loaf around.
185 bread boxes walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve bread boxes here. And the bread box. The bread box says, that sounds like a stale line to me.
185 bread boxes walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve bread boxes here. And the bread box says, but rye.
I don't know if it's the joke that's funny or the accent. That sells the joke. All right, let's have a blue-collar profession. Plumber or anything else? Blue-collar profession?
Iron worker.
An iron worker. An iron worker.
185 iron workers go into a bar, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve iron workers here. And they said, well, then we're just going to steal a drink.
185 iron workers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve iron workers here. And the iron workers said, well, we're just going to have to hammer this out.
185 iron workers go into a bar, the bartender says, we don't serve iron workers here, and the iron worker said, but we're Pittsburgh Steeler fans.
185 iron workers walked into a bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve iron workers. And the iron worker says, I thought I smelt something.
185 iron workers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve iron workers here. And the iron worker says, you're heating me up.
185 bread boxes. Iron workers walk into a bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve iron workers here. And he says, well, that's a pretty riveting statement.
185 iron workers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve iron workers here. And the iron workers say, well, you're about to see sparks fly.
185 iron workers go into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve iron workers here. The iron worker said, but what about that Jim Beam up there?
185 celebrity?
Share.
Share,
Oh.
share.
Oh my God.
185 shares walk into a bar.
185 shares walk into the bar. Bartender says, we don't serve shares in here. Sheriff says, is that you, Sonny?
Nobody has any share jokes?
No.
You want to share one with us? I don't have one either.
Oh.
185 shares walk into a bar and the bartender says, holy crap, there's 185 shares in my bar! Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Again, we thank you all so much for coming to the show. Did you enjoy the show? Yeah. Okay, well, on your program on the back, there are 4 dates for our 2016 schedule. So whoever you bought your tickets from, love them for those because they're sold out pretty quickly. And again, happy holidays.